Hey guys, it's Nate with South Saint the Boss here again, and today is day number 323 of quitting alcohol. Um, Today I wanted to talk about when you quit drinking alcohol, how sometimes it feels like something's missing in your life because you've been using this drug for so long and filling your time drinking it and that kind of thing that when you finally stop drinking alcohol, you feel like a part of you's missing or you feel like you're missing out on something. And it's no different. I've talked about this before. Like if you ended a bad relationship with somebody, you would still maybe miss that person or miss things about that person, even though it was a bad relationship. You feel like part of you's missing or something's missing just because that person has been in your life for so long. Well, it's the same with alcohol. You've been doing this drug for so long that now it is kind of feels like when you stop doing that you're missing out on something or that part of you's not right or you have this emptiness inside. And I just want to explain to you guys that does fade with time. It does happen. It is going to be there for a while, most likely. And that, that's where you have to start looking at what you can fill that emptiness or that void inside with that's healthy. Now, obviously, you could go and start eating a bunch of unhealthy foods or turn to some other drug or some other vice. And that is the worst thing that you can do, because you're not fixing the problem. You're just masking it with some other type of substance or thing that is not good for you. You want to fill that emptiness, fill that time, fill that part of you that's missing with something that is good for you. And, that can be a hobby that's productive, educating yourself. Maybe you like gardening, maybe you like art, you want to take up drawing or painting or playing an instrument, working on cars. There's so many different things, building something, just working on projects around your house and that kind of thing. There's so many things that you can start doing that are better for you than drinking a drug that's just slowly killing you, right? And so, that was something that it took me a while to kind of wrap my brain around and get along with, is that whole feeling of something missing, this emptiness inside. And a lot of that, you just have to, like I've mentioned, go to work on yourself and figure out, what that is, what void in your life that alcohol was filling. Sometimes it can be a spiritual one, and so it's one of those things that even today, this far along, not today, but this far along in this journey, there's times where I feel that emptiness, so you feel that you're missing something by not drinking anymore. And you just have to look at it and see it for what it is, and fill that with things that are enjoyable to you other than alcohol, things that are more meaningful, helping other people, exercising, taking care of yourself, spending time with your family, starting to kind of water those seeds and plants of all those things in your life that you've been neglecting for so many years as a drinker. You can start to put good focused attention on. And for a lot of us, when we're drinking, we're wasting time doing that and neglecting so many different other things in our life that, maybe your house and your, residence is starting to be let go, your cars. I know when I was drinking a lot that I would rather drink than go do something else, right? Do something productive, because that was what I was accustomed to doing, was drinking alcohol. And so, things in my life that needed attention would go to the wayside, and things would start stacking up. And now's the time to fill that time and that void with these things. And when you get done with doing those types of things that need to be done, you feel good about yourself, because these things have probably been hanging over your head for a long time, and you've known you needed to get them done, and just today I did some little projects around the house that needed to get done. I'm kind of checking things off as they're going, and there's a few projects I'm still dreading, and I know I just gotta just bite the bullet and get them done, and then I'll feel so much better. It's like I talked about before, those biggest, baddest, nastiest things that are hanging over your head. Do those things first, because once you get those done, everything else is a cakewalk, and you feel good about yourself, and you no longer have the dread of those things just kind of following you around everywhere you go, you know. So I guess in closing, I'd just like to say, you know, when you quit drinking alcohol, there's a good chance that you're going to feel empty inside. You're going to feel this void, this pit, this kind of you know, like I say, for lack of a better term, a void. And, you know, you have to learn to fill that with healthy things and not bad things that are, you know, equally as bad, or maybe they're slightly better, but they're still bad for you than the alcohol. It's not worth, you know, trading one addiction to another. You have to learn to just feel that. And through feeling that and chasing it down, it starts to resolve itself. But also, like I said, finding things that, you know, you can do that you enjoy other than drinking alcohol. You know, and it can be little things here and there too. Like I really enjoy drinking coffee. I know a lot of people would say coffee's not the best thing for you, but you know, some studies say it's all right for you. You know, honestly, compared to me drinking 2 bottles of wine a night, if I have some black coffee now and then as my one vice, I mean, I'm eating healthy, I'm taking supplements, I'm working out every day. If that's the one thing that, you know, I have as my treat, then that's what I do, you know, sparkling cold waters, little things like that, you know, that just kind of hit the spot sometimes. Just little things you can do to kind of fill that kind of physical void of your alcohol can help. And then, like I say, keeping yourself busy is huge, especially in the beginning stage. If you just sit idle right after you quit drinking alcohol and you don't get out and start doing stuff, it's going to be so easy to go back to drinking. You got to get out there, got to start doing stuff, get off your ass, get moving, get exercise, and pick up a hobby. And you might not even like it at first, you know, you might find yourself doing something that you're like, this is just kind of meh. But the more you do it, the more you start to get into things, you know. Maybe you've got a slight interest in something, and then that interest grows as you start getting good and better at whatever it is you're attempting to do. For me, it's been working on cars, you know. I'm learning more and more, and, you know, been focusing on that and kind of enjoying myself there. And when I get burned out on that, that's the other thing. You start getting burned out on something, then right now I'm still painting the undercarriage of that FJ. I got it pretty much all primed and everything, ready for the next stage. But I was getting sick of being under there painting. And so I've just been putting it off for a couple weeks, you know, just because, you know, if it gets to the point you start hating something and that's a hobby, and then, you know, it's not a good thing, right? You want to kind of have some things that you enjoy doing. And so I've been hiking a lot more and doing some other things that I enjoy more. But, you know, now that a week or two have gone by, I'm starting to think I wouldn't mind getting under there and painting again. So I'm going to probably actually tomorrow get under there and kind of start working on finishing that up and everything. So you got to have balance too. You can't just fixate on one thing, you know. That's what we've been doing with the alcohol for so long. How well did that work for you? You know, I mean, if you fixate on one particular thing like alcohol or any other hobby, and you just do it nonstop, it can be kind of an out of balance thing, you know. And you know, after you put down the alcohol, you just have to learn to live a balanced life where you're not overdoing it with any one thing. You know, if being addictive is a personality or something, I don't know if it is or it isn't, you know. But you're somebody that seems to fixate on one particular thing. You just got to kind of watch that after you quit drinking alcohol, that you don't do that with something else. Even if it is healthy, like working out, you know, you could fixate on that too much and start blowing off your family, or, you know, responsibilities at work or whatever else. You know, you just have to navigate not being that way after you put down the alcohol. But it's normal that, like I say, to have that kind of feel like you're missing something when you quit drinking alcohol for a while, and just see it for what it is. Don't dwell on it. Don't make it as some earth-shattering thing, you know. Like I say, alcohol was a bad relationship, and, you know, you need to get away from it. And you know, like I say, you know, just because it's something you've done for so long, you kind of miss it. You can miss bad things like a bad relationship or, bad foods that were slowly killing you, I mean, just because you miss something or you pine after it a little bit doesn't mean it was healthy for you, good for you, And the longer you go, the more that fades, and the more things that you add to your plate that you like doing, that just gets better and better. So don't feel like you're going to feel that way forever. I don't think you will. I know I feel a lot less that way today than I did, 300 and what did I say, 23 days ago. So that's it for today. If you guys are enjoying these, please give them a like. Subscribe to the channel if you can. And most importantly, remember, Sauce ain't the boss. You are. You guys have a great day.